231 victims of tragic Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad identified so far. Cabin crew member from Manipur, Kongrai Lakpong Anthoi, identified through DNA matching. Desam raises concern regarding confusions and lack of clarity surrounding admission to four-year integrated teacher education program for 2025-26 academic session, demands a white paper within 5 days. Manipur reported 30 new COVID-19 active cases, rising tally to 110. The country's active COVID cash load stands at 5,012. Manipur joins a global celebration of 11th International Yoga Day on the theme Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leads a grand celebration of Yoga Day in Visakhapatnam. And renowned Manipuri feature and theatre personality Khetri Mayum Rashi passed away at 75. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time, the English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. In continuations of the protests against the Gwaltabi incident, All Manipur Working Journalists Manipur and Editor Guilds Manipur reaffirms demand for justice, rising the slogan "We demand action now against injustice" following a general body meeting at Manipur Press Club today. The two media bodies announced a temporary suspension of boycott on state and central forces related news in view of completions of inquiry into the incident by a government-appointed committee and submission of its report to the relevant authorities. However, no action has been taken. AMJU and EGM will continue symbolic agitation with journalists wearing black ribbons while on duty. The unions extend an apology to the public for any inconvenience caused during the agitation. Over a week after the tragic Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad, body of cabin crew member from Manipur's Thobal Awanglekai, Kongrai Lakpong Nganthoi Sharma was identified through DNA matching today. Preparations are underway to receive her mortal remains at Imphal International Airport. Her remains are arriving at 1:10 p.m. via Indigo Delhi Imphal flight 6E5118 tomorrow. The London-bound Air India flight AI-171 with 242 people on board crashed on June 12, killing 270, including nearly 29 on the ground. Authorities have identified 231 victims through DNA testing. According to Ahmedabad Civil Hospital Superintendent Rakesh Joshi, 210 bodies have been handed over to families so far. Among the identified victims are 166 Indians, 36 British nationals, 7 Portuguese nationals and 1 Canadian. DNA matching continues for the remaining victims, many of whom were charred or severely damaged in the crash. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur Desam raises serious concerns regarding the confusion and lack of clarity surrounding admission to the four-year integrated teacher education program ITEP for the 2025-26 academic session. Speaking to media at Desam's office in Kwakaithil, the Imphal West President M. Somorjit stated that aspiring candidates who appeared for the ITEP entrance test under the National Common Entrance Test conducted by the National Testing Agency are now left in uncertainty. This He said it's due to the absence of any listed institutions from Manipur eligible to offer the ITEP course. Desant pointed out that the entrance test notified by the Directorate of University and Higher Education on March 10 saw 109 students from the state appearing for it. However, following the release of eligible institutions, no college or university from Manipur was included in the list. Somorjit added that the implementation of ITEP is a crucial part of the National Education Policy NEP 2020 and that from 2025-26 onwards, teacher education will be offered only through four-year integrated courses like BA, BEd and BSc. He accused the relevant departments and the governor, who is currently administering the state under President's rule, of failing to ensure proper coordinations and awareness, resulting in students being misled. Desam demanded that the government release a white paper within 5 days clarifying the status of ITEP implementation in the state. Failing to do so, the student body warns of further agitation.
Masidagi tharaga numin mangani manungda laingakna white paper ma puthokadabane karigumba masi puthokpa ngamdraba puthoktaba taragadi laingaksina matam matangi miyamda thajaba sum pisalakanda teacher education haibagi thabakse masida thawai chaudaba langthoga thammi haidana miyam lauragani asigumba thajaba pirokanda mahiroi mayam ama koi mahitamani haidana koi hangani haidana hairoga hojik tamba phangdabagi phibom khak lairebase masigi responsibility khudikmak mari leinaba department masida thopuriba singa aduga chief secretary aduga ban governor masigi responsibility pugadabane masi leithoba chenba yaroi masi mahiroi singi victim karigumba oimtar leiba ke chouba ihou lakani loinana karigumba phibamna yaduna koi lengakna tumina leisenbagi phibam sum leitaragadi tongan logi miyam tanarakanda logi oiba kanba matengsu launanabagi damakta sem sare hai.
Farmers Wing convener AB Langbum to call for collective efforts and adequate security to help the farmers return to their fields. Speaking at a paddy, seed and fertilizer distribution program at the Fumlo Community Hall in Imphal West today, he expressed concern that farmers in peripheral areas are unable to cultivate due to the ongoing violence. The event was jointly organized by the Agriculture Department, Kokumi Farmers Wing and the 5 allied farmer body. Langbum warned that the public may face severe hardship if the food production is disrupted, urging the government to ensure protection for farmers.
2023, 24, 25 Kharif season yore. Hantak Kharif season 25 Yorokpa asi phawda Kuki Lamhen to Henbazing Jana affected areas in Jidal Ladybal Lumi Jida threat toba Numai Kapsan Baze, Leptari, Yam Nungai Trabacher. Aikogi Kokomi Farmers Wing na aduga aikogi Lomi Mangana aduga Manipur da leba aikogi agree the base of department jingna kusam naraga aikogi Lomi jingjobo low palhandaba yade mokhigi awat pazing input mayamje support to biraga security ki darka lebudu support to biraga moina low palhandaba yade haibagi wakhal onduda ngasi aikoina Imphal West ki Humlo ki community hon asidasu akogi urea yanthokpagi hodi yanthokpagi program ase akoi pangthok sabani.
The total shutdown in Churachandpur district has come to an end following a day of tense and widespread disruptions. The shutdown was called by Indigenous Tribal Leader Forum ITLF in response to the death of a woman named Hoi Kol Heng in a reported clash between central forces and suspected Kuki militants hours after the attack on a farmer in Fubala, Vishnupur district. During the shutdown, daily life in Churachandpur came to a halt. Market remains closed, educational institutions were shut, and government offices did not function. Protesters blocked roads with burning tires and other obstacles near Hoi Kol Heng's locality, leading to heightened tension. However, no major incidents of violence were reported. Normalcy has now returned to the district, with traffic movement gradually resuming. Manipur reported 30 new active cases of COVID-19 today, rising the state's active COVID-19 case to 104. Out of the total 118 samples tested today, 30 turns out to be positive. Positive cases are 5 from Imphal East, 24 from Imphal West and 1 from Thoubal district. Authorities continue to monitor the situation and urge citizens to follow preventive measures. India reported 51 positive cases of COVID-19 and 1 death in the past 24 hours. The country's active cash load further declined to 5,012. India has so far reported 121 COVID-19 fatalities this year. 1,197 individuals were discharged after recovery from COVID-19 during the last 24 hours. A total of 19,453 persons have been discharged. Kerala has the highest number of active cases with 1,043, followed by West Bengal with 747 active cases and Gujarat with 746 active cases. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the grand celebrations of the 11th International Yoga Day in Visakhapatnam today under the theme Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Over 2.7 lakh people gathered along the 28-kilometer stretch from RK Beach to Bhimunipatnam, performing yoga together in an attempt to set a Guinness World Record. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, joined by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and Chandrababu Naidu and the Ayush Minister Pratap Rao Jadhav, led a 45-minute yoga session based on the Command Yoga Protocol. The event also featured a fly-past by the Eastern Naval Command. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted yoga's role in promoting peace and wellness amid global stress. He recalled the global support for India's proposal at the United Nations to recognize June 21st as International Yoga Day and emphasize India's push to integrate yoga with modern medical research. A commemorative stamp marking the occasion was also released. The Prime Minister lauded the Yogandhra campaign that trained 2 crore people in yoga across Andhra Pradesh. Manipur joins the global celebration of the 11th International Yoga Day today under the themed Yoga for One Earth, One Health, uniting thousands into the spirit of health, harmony and holistic well-being. For urban centers to rural blocks, the event witnessed enthusiastic participation. At Kumalam Park Indoor Stadium, over 1,200 people took part in the yoga demonstration, with Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla attending as chief guest. The event also featured the live telecast of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address. Manipur Khadi and Village Industry Board observed the day at its Lumfield office, while the Krida Bharati Manipur, in collaboration with College Development Council of Manipur University, organized a mass session at Vashkar Prabha, Imphal West, with over 500 participants. In Langtabal, Ningombam, the Gram Panchayat, a yoga session and cleanliness drive were conducted under the Hyangkhang CD block, led by BDO Sindhya Laipubam. The observance also spread to the hill. Ukhrul district saw villagers, leaders and students coming together in large numbers to practice yoga. Chandal district observed Yoga Day at DC Office Complex Multipurpose Hall. District administration of Vishnupur, led by DC Pujai Langbam, held a commemorative event at Kiambad Ningsing Sangland, while Khangabog Higher Secondary School and its staff joined in with yoga demonstration. RIMS staff, faculty and students observe International Day of Yoga at RIMS Gym Khanna today. RIMS Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma addressed the gathering, highlighting yoga's benefit for mental, physical and spiritual well-being. He noted that the world now recognizes yoga's healing power, making it a true global practice.
Yoga की काना बसी मैं आपना physical, mental, and spiritual कोई holistic approach ni. अदुना yoga सिना कोई नियम मत क्या हमना काना बपुरक है बसी कोई ना India दे हौरा गसो होजी world yoga has become a very essential component of life. Jahi खुदिंगी कोई मशीन चाम हेंगली हंदा चाउना कोई Minister of Health की मखादा as a nodal officer, nodal agency होइना करना यंग चला गा कोई थमजरी.
International Yoga Day was also celebrated at the auditorium of Jivan Hospital in Kakching, Lamdong. The event was jointly organized by Yengkhomd Netamani College of Nursing and Yengkhomd Netamani College of Paramedical Science. Dr. Y. Ashok-Kumar, MD of Jivan Hospital, staff, students and faculty members of the two colleges attended the event. National Institute of Technology NIT Manipur commemorates the 11th International Day of Yoga on its campus with a dedicated session organized by the institute. Aligning with this year's global theme, Yoga for One Earth, One Health, the event saw active participation from faculty and staff members who performed diverse yoga asanas. On the 11th International Day of Yoga 2025, the Field Operation Division of NSO Regional Office Imphal organized a yoga session on the theme Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Held at their office premises, the event encouraged participants to reconnect with inner well-being through guided postures and breathwork, promoting wellness within individuals and the larger community. Ganapriya Women's College NSS CELD IQAC Dhanamanjuri University and Yoga CELD Ganapriya Women's College also jointly celebrated Yoga Day. Dhanamanjuri University Vice Chancellor Professor W. Chanbabu, Registrar Dr. Raj Kumar Jotin, Ganapriya Women's College Principal Professor L. Rajain and Dhanamanjuri University NSS Program Coordinator K. Sanatond joined in performing Yoga Asana. Kamakya Pemton College, KP College, Hyangthang NSS Unit IQAC and Department of Physical Education and Sports Science also celebrated Yoga Day. College Principal Dr. W. Nimai led teachers and students in performing diverse yoga asana. Bharat Swambhiman Trust Patanjali Yoga Samiti, Mahilya Patanjali Yoga Samiti, Yuba Bharat and Patanjali Kishan Seva Samiti also jointly observed Yoga Day at Sagolband Moirang Hanuba Community Hall. Participants performed the common yoga protocol and medalists of the 10th World Yogasana 2025 were felicitated. Chief Patron Dr. Vasudev and MYDC President P.H. Premjit were among those present. Bharatiya Janata Party Thoubal District and District Administration Committee jointly held an event on Yoga Day at the Khongjom War Memorial Complex. State Secretary Priyo Kumar Moirangtam, District Office Bearers, Thoubal District Administrative Committee, Jila Parishad members and others participated in the event. High Court of Manipur also observed International Day of Yoga at its complex today. High Court judges Justice A. Bimol and Justice A. Guneshwar along with officials, staff and Bar Association members participated in the event. Yoga Day was also observed across various district court complexes including Thoubal, Vishnupur, Senapati, Ukrul, Tamilong, Chandal, Churchandpur, Lumphel, Andi and PS Court, MACT Court and the Manipur State Legal Services Authority. Tension broke out in Myang Imphal Bazaar, Imphal West last night after two men allegedly possessed offensive remark at women participating in a religious procession. The incident occurred during the Ibudho Wangburin Harauba celebration at the Chabung Company near and Tomcho Higher Secondary School. Eyewitnesses reported that the 3 men in a 4-wheeler arrived at the venue and made lewd comments towards Meitei women taking part in the procession. 2 of the men were apprehended by locals and handed over to Mayang Imphal police. However, an agitated crowds later gathered outside the police station demanding a public apology from the accused. To control the situation, security forces fired rubber bullets, tear gas cells and blank rounds. In response, the crowd reportedly used slingshots to retaliate. Tension eased after Merapaivi women's intervened and facilitated talks between the police and the local community. Kurai MLA and Puthiba Construction Committee President L. Susindra expressed his disappointment over the recent unruly incident during the Ibudho Puthiba Harau Street procession at the Kurai Lamlong. A viral video shows the deity's palanquin being attacked and public property vandalized, allegedly by some in an intoxicated state. Speaking at the Puthiba shrine today, MLA Susindra said over 200 individuals had signed undertaken to ensure a peaceful procession. He assured that all those involved will be handed over to Umanglai Kanbalubd UKAL and condemned the repeat of such incidents.
Akoi Lai Harauba Committee na de madugi warak watem tawai thok se khoi tawroi aduna akoi Lai Harauba Committee na Manipur gi Umanglai Kanbalubta akoi sinagani dollar singi marak to oibe ama oibe kanagumba xyz singna lana tawroidaba thabak kaya ama tawgiba singdo madu pulap kokthok pinanabai damakta akoi gi amaiba singna hayengsi lairoi ni aduna lai loidringaida punna dollar singdu soikiba ngangkiba yauraga su ishorda akoi khuruminaraga akoi ngakpinanaba na akoi khurumjagadori masida changba potlam sing akoi gi committee na adugi potlam singdo akoina puthokcharaga khurumbadi moi myam punna khurumba yawbiyo na ai media kuthang da smai sum ai phongtokchari.
Court has convicted a man of sexual assaulting a young girl. The accused is 46-year-old Mayengbam Inau, son of late Amdkulla of Pisum Oinam Lekai, Imphal West District. According to the report, the victim's family filed a complaint with the police in 2019. Police arrested Inau and the case has been ongoing in the court. After this lengthy process, the First Track Special Court No. 1 has pronounced that the accused is indeed guilty. Sentence hearing is on June 24. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on various topics. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Admission for 2025. As the institution is emphasizing hands-on training, cardiovascular technology students are trained echocardiography at very early stage in British style.
Hi everyone, I'm a student of BSc Cardiovascular Technology second year, started doing hands-on echo.
For further details, please contact 600-975-2429.
COMET has done it again in NEET UG 2025. A regular student of COMET scoring 579 out of 720.
NEET UG 2025 ki All India rank 3706 state ki oina state topper oiba ngamjaki. COMET ki oja sing na handaki NEET ki preparation tawda yamna help tawbiki. Oja sing yamna friendly oi wari sanaba khot pa yamna ngai. Question hangba chatba khot pada kam pan belai tawdo. COMET se adum Manipur ki oina lariba institute myam sidagi top mock test series na ingona help yam tawgi chapter ama pare chapter dugi khangdaba kari da lairi aduga karam na kawgre aduga karam na focus area no aido du test dagi maroina khangma oja sing na piriba KANEL sing lahu nawa future experience na recommend tawgi.
COMET, where excelling is the way of life. Enroll today, shine tomorrow.
I handak 2025 ki state topper oina tawa ngamjare sida aina ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯕꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯈꯤ ꯅꯤꯠꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯡꯗ ꯅꯤꯠꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯅꯤꯠꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯖꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯗꯒꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯇꯦꯛꯅꯤꯛ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯥ ꯂꯩꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕꯗ ꯃꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯅꯤꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯤꯔꯤꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯐꯦꯁꯤꯂꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯞ ꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯒꯨꯟꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯪ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯒ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ
I come from Ukhrul, a small town in Manipur. While growing up, I didn't always see how my voice could shape decision. But I've learned something important. Every vote counts. And it begins with your name on the electoral roll. If you are turning 18 on or before the 1st of July, it's your time. It's your right. Register to vote. Don't wait to be told. Don't let others decide for you. Wherever you are from, your voice matters. Get registered as a voter and be counted. Count me in.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and moving on with our bulletin. Renowned Manipuri theatre and film personality Rashi passed away last night at the age of 75, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in the world of performing arts. Hailing from the Thangmaiband Lodongpuril Laikai, Rashi had been under bedridden following a surgery after a leg injury. Her last rites were performed this morning at her residence, where members of Manipuri film fraternity, including director Kishore Kumar, Rajendra Laisangthem, Y. Kumar Chid, N.G. Guneshwar and Rakesh Naram paid their final respect. Rashi began her acting journey in 1969, playing Rani Gaidingloi in the play Jadonang. She went on to play Sunita in Matamgi Manipur, the first Manipuri feature filmed in 1972, followed by notable roles in Olang Thagi Wangmadashu in 1980 and Imagi Ningthem in 1981. Apart from her film and the theatre work, Rashi also lent her voice to over 150 radio plays on All India Radio. Throughout her career, she received numerous awards, including the Neta Iravat Leela Roy Mana 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award at the 13th Manipur State Film Award 2020 and most recently the Lifetime Achievement Award 2025 by Rupmahal Theatre. Film Forum carried out condolence service to honor senior actor Rashi, who passed away last night. The condolence service was held at Film Forum Manipur office located at Lumfeld. Members observed 2-minute silence to pay respect to the lead actor. Epoch Films production expresses deep condolence on the demise of Rashi, a celebrated figure in Manipuri film and theatre. Remembering her legacy, the industry acknowledges her timeless contribution that enriched the cultural landscape of the state. Floral tributes were offered to her memory as a mark of respect. Her inspiring performances continue to leave an remarkable mark on generations of artists and audiences alike. Laikai, who went missing on December 23, 2024 after entering the restricted Kadangband red zoned area of Imphal West District. The funeral was conducted according to traditions with a pangong tree plank used in place of his body. Lakeshwar, a 76-year-old farmer, entered the area between Kadangband and Bethel Kuki village and has not been tracked since. After 6 months without any tracks of him, his family decided to hold his funeral. 6-month skill development training programs for widows and economically challenged women organized by Wings of Hope Charitable Trust conducted today at the Sanat Janmastan Club Kesamthong Moirang Ningthau Leirak. The training benefited 30 widows from the violence-hit areas including Kumbong, Kakching Kuno, Sero and others. Equipping crafts, dole and candle making, retired Lieutenant General Konsam Himalay, President of Sanat Janmastan, the club Mohendra Pratap and other dignitaries attended the event. Items made by trainees were also displayed. The trust also provided educational assistance to 60 students and conducts free health camps with support from the kind-hearted donors. Trust President, retired Lieutenant Colonel L. Manungba, highlighted that the trust has taken up several initiatives for welfare of the marginalized section and the people living under hardship. He said all these initiatives and welfare works have been made possible by the noble donations of kind-hearted donors and volunteers.
हप्ता तरुक सी लोइसलपौगी ngasi numisida akoina mayam si pullaga madugi nuai ma phongdok oina moina mai masing tamuriba dugi poching mayam si mayam su uchebo oina akoina ngasi tharom si pangthok sabni mayam gi donation lakwa akoigi maru mapang sing mapan da leiba ai army gi maru mapang sing friend circle sing na akoina pibi rakpa kena sing dugi matungina akoi si hoji fauda chahi ama ga makhai muksi changjala widow sing sigi mateng pangwasi mamang desu class 12 yaw ba akoina support togena akoi pandam thamjari mayam mateng pangbi pui matungina khoi se dum chatha jagini kana lejadraba loya lamsing jada leiba koi imung manung sidni akoina mateng pangena chungthok charai se masibu mayam gi thojal dagi mayam na support obudagi nupimcha sing jibu nupimcha kontra manga si ga angang humpu si ga akoina mateng yam kanna tokjari.
K.S. Akina, a trainee from the Senjum the Kuno expressed heartfelt gratitude to Wings of Hope Charitable Trust for empowering widows and women in hardship through its skill development programs. She shared that trainees gained valuable skills like reed handicrafts and candle making, and the trust has assured support in marketing their products and sourcing raw materials. She praised the trust, kindness and commitment to uplift the underprivileged and the wish for its continued service to society.
हप्ता तरुक सी लोइसलपौगी ngasi numisida akoina mayam si pullaga madugi nuai ma phongdok oina moina mai masing tamuriba dugi poching mayam si mayam su uchebo oina akoina ngasi tharom si pangthok sabni mayam gi donation lakwa akoi gi maru mapang sing mapan da leiba ai army gi maru mapang
kanai habadi ai mapal thoktana adagi habadi nupi ama oibanina lam thoktana yumda aigi materials leizaraga kanu thabak sintha se pangthok saraga sel tan bagi sen siju Wings of Hope na akoina mafam market thijaru bagi awaba leiraroi sar hoina loina pubiraga market thibigani sumna tagi ai materials leiningai sel leite harasu sar hoina puthok pigani aduga akoi gi khusuman phangaga akoi bu isa isu mahi masing tamba ai isa na thangnaba aije miyam go mama mimana na hingbada senthok lambi thokpada sauna mateng pangani.
Lions Club of Imphal, Golden Pride, in collaboration with Iboyaima Hospital and the Flood Relief Camp Joint Coordinating Committee, Haingang, conducted a free medical camp today for flood victims sheltering at Haingang Mayai Leikai, Wakambam Maning Leikai Relief Camp. RIMS infection controlled nurse Mutumd Monica said the camp aims to prevent disease outbreak in waterlogged areas and emphasize COVID appropriate behavior due to rising cases. Over 100 beneficiaries received free medicine, gynecology and dermatology services, while essential items and food were also distributed.
Manipur sta COVID-19 se henkalakna maram oiraga COVID-19 gi precautionary measures.
And the Fishama along Imphal Dimapur Highway received food and essential items from Senapati District Drivers Welfare Union, Surface Transport Hill Area Drivers Welfare Union and Old Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union. Movements of goods and vehicles were halted after debris blocked the route. NHIDCL is currently clearing the debris and repairing repairing the road, which is expected to be operational within a week, according to officials. Two days workshop come the DIY project on Jiro West composition, recycling and alternative SUPs kicked off at 3 schools, Uripok, Tondonsana and Thambaumacha High School, Kurai, Ohongai Upper Primary School and Nechaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avashya Vidyalaya, Lamboy Khong. The event is jointly organized by Pathfinders Manipur and the Manipur Pollution Control Board. Environmental engineer Mayang Bangajit and informatics officer Homenjoy Leistrom educated students on waste management and its impact. Pathfinders Manipur person and Basaraj said the initiative aims to create awareness about hazardous waste and its effect on the health and environment. 67th Foundation Day of the Paradise Club Wankhai was celebrated at its mini auditorium in Wankhai. Locals and important members of the club were present at the Foundation Day celebration. Attendees offered floral tributes to departed founder member of the club and also observed 2-minute silence as mark of respect. Week-long Bharatiya Bhasha Summer Camp 2025 on Learned One More Bharatiya Bhasha themed for government schools also began at Vishnupur district under the initiative of Ministry of Education, Government of India. The summer camp is being jointly carried out by Bharatiya Bhasha Manipur Department of SCERT and Education School, Government of Manipur and Samagra Siksha Manipur. Bharatiya Bhasha Summer Camp is a step to promote and strengthen India's linguistic heritage. Manipuri music album Khannu Yade, directed by Hemant Kumand under the banner of H360 Pictures production, was released at Tantapolis Cinema, Lumfelpot. Acclaimed filmmaker Romy Maite graced music video release event. Tarun Kumar Tongbram, Nganthoibi and Pusparani Huidromd are playback singers of the music album. Ithoi, Somalaishram and Tarun Kumar Tongbram are featured in the album.
Sigi Khannu Yade Hybrid the mana production design see a section at away and I get Tamoy the power. Duga Masigi do Manung the Oriba Kwa, Masigi actors in the cast story work and since Manipurgi senior artist Itareko. Makoi Yamna experience later ba Mayam Su Quigi Yauba, Adigi Mayam Henna Quigi Pamnaribi Quigi actor Anoba the Suko, Quigi Soma Yauri, Adagi Itoi. The casting itself, and the production design, and Pumpanta when a lowy, the cinematography, and all the things kind of sigi aesthetics represent.
Rhythms of Manipur held an event on World Music Day 2025 at Manipur Jagoi Marut Golden Jubilee Sangland, Imphal. The event highlighted the role of music as a symbol of emotion. Rhythms of Manipur teamed enthralled the crowd with their heartbreaking performances at the event.
Cultural identity put the new generation Kunaya Sibu, Intina Ahova to be Kunaya Melu music. Cultural expression of music in the
Hundreds of Indians were evacuated from Iran, landed in New Delhi in 2 flights after Tehran airspace amidst an ongoing conflict with Iran. The first flight carrying as many as 290 Indians from Iran early Friday. The second flight carrying Indian evacuees from Iran too lands on Saturday morning. Operation Sindoor is India's mission to evacuate citizens amidst the escalating Israel-Iran conflict. Now the news from the world of sports. In the FIH Hockey Pro League 2024-25, the Indian women's team will play against Belgium today. The match will be held at the stadium in Belgium at around 4:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the Indian men's team match against the Belgian will be played around 7 p.m. tomorrow. In a vibrant celebration of youth culture, adrenaline and street sport, Manipur marked Go Skateboarding Day 2025 with high energy and community spirit. The CYLC ground in Chingamathak came alive this evening as skaters from across Imphal gathered to celebrate Go Skateboarding Day 2025 organized by MESSA, Manipur Extreme Sports and Skate Association in collaboration with Attitude X and Elevate. The event saw a spirited turnout of young skateboarders and extreme sports enthusiasts. A friendly competition was held, turning the ground into a makeshift arena after flipped tricks and talents. The event wasn't just about winning, it was about passion, community, and pushing the limit of what's possible on four-wheelers. Skate Supply India steps in to support the process, supporting and recognizing the energy skateboarding's talents in the region. The celebration begins at 5 p.m. and runs until sunset with cheers, claps, and the unmistakable sound of skateboards echoing through the air. As skateboarding grounds in popularities among the youths of Manipur, events like this shined a spotlight on alternative sports and the vibrant subcultures shaping the state's urban identity. India will take on Kyrgyz Republic in under-23 men's friendly match tonight at the Hishor Central Stadium, the Hishor, Kyrgyzstan. The match will begin at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Manipur player Thengojam Koro, Vikash Yumnao, Tekcham, Avishek and Chingangbam Shivaldo are also in the Indian under-23 team. The friendly match is underway between India, Kazakhstan and the Kyrgyz Republic ahead of AFC Under-23 Asian Cup 2026 qualifiers. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. 231 victims of tragic Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad identified so far. Cabin crew members from Manipur, Kongrai Lakpam Nganthoi, identified through DNA matching. Desam raises concerns regarding confusions and lack of clarity surrounding admissions to four-year integrated teachers education program for 2025-26 academic session. Demands a white paper within 5 days. Manipur reports 30 new COVID-19 active cases, rising tally to 104. Country's active COVID cash load stands at 5,012. Manipur joins the global celebrations of 11th International Yoga Day on the theme Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leads a grand celebration of Yoga Day in Visakhapatnam. And the renowned Manipuri feature and theatre personality Ketrimayum Rashi passed away at 75 years. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Impact TV की outstanding due